What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk. It is your boy TD. We are live. The boy, they on the field. They on the field. Hey man, our team is on the field. They are getting it done out there. They have already started. Y'all already know what time it is. TD's about to bring y'all live action from training camp, some stuff that's been going on. We're going to talk about a lot of the observations from training camp so far. It's still cracking, but man, this is, oh my gosh, we here. I'm going to cry. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. We here. We made it, baby. We made it. We made it. The boys out there getting it going. Oh man, but anyway, man, let me go ahead and dive in, guys. Y'all know the rules now. 22 in the room, only 5 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Man, I need to get me a haircut, but I'm trying to let it grow out some more. But man, we are here, y'all. Shout out to everybody already in the room. Man, we finna talk about what's been going on in training camp. I'm gonna basically try to do one stream right now and one stream later this evening. So y'all check me out for those. Oh man, we made it, man. We in here. All right. Let's dive in. Y'all already know I like to do a lot of the tweets, courtesy of Omar Kelly, who's usually at training camp, doing a lot of observations. So we're gonna be talking about some of the things that he noticed and what some other guys noticed going on in camp, and we're just gonna discuss it. Y'all already know the outline. And then I'll take some calls at the end and see what y'all think about what's going on so far. But I am so pumped. TD, I just left practice. Oh, Jay, well, you can add to the madness, man. You can add to the madness, man. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do all kind of tweets, man. I'm gonna do other tweets and stuff, man. Dang it, TD, you had to go live while I'm watching yesterday's video. What's up, everybody? Hey, you good? Just finish yesterday's. You can always come back to this one, man. All right, man. Okay, let me calm down. Let me calm down. My brain is already enlarged. It feels like in my skull because I'm so excited. The grinning. TD, calm down. All right. Without further ado, first and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and start and kick this right off, guys. Basically, a lot of people observed that Mike Gesicki already looks slightly bigger in his upper body. Why do you think that is? He went home and said, I got to be a better blocker. Let me get stronger. Let me get more bulk because I'm going to be taking on these offensive linemen, and I can't let these new tight ends that came in just pass me up, and I'm a forgotten about person in this locker room. So he's looked slightly bigger in his upper bodies. You could tell he's been doing his biceps and triceps work. He's also a compression sleeve. He has a compression sleeve on his left arm, all right? Jordan Mills seems to be working with the starting offensive line at right tackle. We knew that would happen, but we'll see how long he stays there because we remember OTAs, we didn't know if that was going to work out. We're going to monitor that situation very closely. That's one that we got to keep our eyes on. Man, we have to keep our eyes on that situation. But, hey, he's running with the right tackles, guys. Now, one thing that everybody was waiting to know, they're not playing any games starting camp, okay? Fitzpatrick taking the first snaps at Dolphin camp. The QB race is on. Sorry, not buying it. We'll find out what that means in a little bit, all right? Excuse me. All right, so Joy Mbu spent all summer as the nose tackle for this defense. He's an important player to watch because the 3-4 scheme doesn't work without a nose tackle. So we already know who we have at that position, but I don't know if that's going to be the overall when it's all said and done. Because y'all know we got all of these D linemen. Flores already talking about, listen, I don't care nothing about these favorites and big names. The best player is going to play. The best player is going to play. All right? So I'm not looking too deep into the nose tackle situation yet because that can change daily. But we'll see if he can hold on to it. We will see. Chitty, you need a Dolphins pendant on your chain. Man, you sound like my wife. She's been saying that for like a week now. She's like, I need to get you a Dolphins pendant. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I like this one by itself too because it symbolizes a lot for me. All right, and y'all know what this is. All right, TD, you think Dolphins will be playing 5 DBs every play? We talked about that yesterday, Rip. Remember with the 7, somebody said, but I don't think so. But we'll see. I don't think so at all. Just because we brought in DBs, it was because we need depth and we need to see who can make the roster. I don't think so, though. I'll keep it at that, all right? All right, let's keep it moving, baby. Let's keep it moving. All right, Chris Reed held the starting left guard spot most of the offseason, and it seems as if he's beginning camp there. So we already got Mills at right tackle, Tunsil at left tackle. Chris Reed is holding down that left guard spot right now. All right. And I think he can win that battle. I really do, but we shall see. It will be interesting to see if Mike Dieter makes a push for that spot. I think that Reed can win the spot, but Dieter being a younger player, draft pick, and he has a good opportunity as well. They're going to battle for that spot, that left guard spot, and I love the competition there. That's just beautiful, man. A part of me is like, having a rookie at a position, it is what it is. If you're not a first rounder, it's kind of scary to me. But, hey, best man wins the job. That's what it's going to be at the end of the day, man. Which he played at Wisconsin in week 2 or 3. That's when rookies usually turn cover. Anyway, all right, let's keep it going. Let's see. And a lot of people talking about Kiko Alonso hair, by the way. Y'all got to check that out. I might post a picture of it. All right. Here we go. Let me see. That's another thing. I was going to wait to say this, but I did notice this. Guess who was back at practice today? He was limited, but guess who was back at practice today, guys? Y'all let me know if y'all know in the comment section. Let's see who gets it. Guess who was back at practice today? Let me know in that comment section, baby. Albert Wilson, baby. He was back at practice today. That is a beautiful sign, y'all. That is a beautiful sign. Albert Wilson. Somebody said Tannehill. Get out of here with that craziness, man. Oh, man. Yes, he is back. Albert Wilson is back, ladies and gentlemen. So, but he is in limited practice right now. So welcome back to him. They're going to work him in. We're going to see how that takes off. I think he'll be fine, but I got to see him real time. I got to see him like Jakeem Grant I've seen on film. Man, I got to see Albert Wilson real time, especially coming off of that hip surgery. I mean, the hip injury last year. I mean, that's not a good injury to have. I mean, those your legs, that's your hips, that's your mobility. That's the most important part, so we shall see. We still got William Hayes on the roster. Yes, sir, we do. We do. I'm trying to figure out, where if they have him in there, if they're going to fit him in as a vital piece, because I think he is. But with all these guys that we brought in, it's like, man, man, I love it. I just love having so many players, man. Yeah, beautiful size. Slot receiver is Ryan Fitzpatrick's biggest target. And big receivers going deep. Devontae Parker, Bryce Butler. Y'all already heard about Allen Hurns. We'll talk about him later. We'll see. He worked out today. I haven't gotten any updated news on if the Dolphins signed him or not, so we'll see. All right, so Josh Rosen and Ryan Fitzpatrick working on some handoffs with running backs to start off practice. Jake Rudock remains as the third-team QB. I don't even think that's worth talking about. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Let's see here. Xavier Howard warming up with the DBs. Had an impressive catch in the end zone. I'm pretty sure he's got better receiving skills than some receivers. Ooh, that's saying a lot. Well, I ain't going to say receivers on this roster, but he does have ball hawking abilities. So that's amazing, man. And another thing, Bobby McCain is still working at free safety, especially given T.J. McDonald's injury. I think Flores just wants him at the position. Flores wants Bobby McCain. I think he really wants him at the safety position. And I don't think that's a bad idea, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody locking in our tickets for the preseason game. Okay, cool. You just securing some of these tickets. My boy Bree getting these tickets for the Buccaneers preseason game. If y'all gonna be there, y'all check me out there, man. But yeah, Bobby McCain at safety, that's gonna be a real thing, y'all. That's going to be a real thing. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Rashad Jones and Bobby McCain at the safety position and Minka right where he belongs in his strongest suit in that nickel. I know we like seeing Minka in the safety well, but Minka is a better nickel. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. He is a better nickel. Okay? We shall see, man. We shall see. What else we got? Eric Rowe and Jamal Wiltz are the cornerbacks paired with Xavier Howard in the early portion of individual drills. This will be interesting. That's the biggest question of the all season, at least one of the biggest questions outside of quarterback. Who's going to be opposite of X? Who's going to get that position? Who's going to earn it? The starting opposite cornerback of Xavier Howard. That's real interesting. And that's what we got to keep an eye on, who's winning that battle. And I want it to be great, man. I want it to be great. I want it, whoever's out there, it's going to be the best player, but I want them to turn out to hold their position down big time, man. I love McCain's sack game. Yeah, but I mean, one thing that's underrated, I think McCain actually would be a good safety. You know, we can't let me tell you what helps McCain being a good safety. He has the speed, but not only that, Bobby McCain is very nifty. He can keep up with you and change direction. But at the safety position, he doesn't have to worry about one-on-one being out-leaped by players in a lot of situations, given his size, his body size, against those big, tall receivers. He can be more impactful in the safety position as a help, you know, and every time he's going to bat a ball or something like that, he's running full speed. But as a cornerback, it's so much to worry about, and to be able to get up there with those big receivers and contest. He did the best he could whenever he could, but I think he would actually fit as a better safety, and I think Flores sees that. So y'all watch out for that. I think it might just happen that way. It might just happen that way, man. Acquire cornerback A.J. Boyd from Jacksonville Jaguars. Why not Jalen Ramsey? Y'all keep on talking about other people. I'm serious about that, and I'm going to tell y'all why in another video. We're going to talk about that today too. This Jalen Ramsey situation, we're going to talk about that today even more. And how the Dolphins, they did it smart. Again, I'm not a huge fan of paying players that kind of money, but at the end of the day, it can turn out to be one of the smartest things they did with Xavier Howard. We're going to talk about it in another video later today, guys. Let me see. QB's working on a number of snaps, variations. Just saw Rosen take it under center. Fitz in the shotgun. Rosen then worked on play action sequence. These boys getting geared up. Day one, baby. Day one. We're here, man. It's early, but Dolphins veteran wide receiver Bryce Butler looks really sharp. Ooh. He's been dealing with the foot injury for the last year and competing for a roster spot. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all now, if Bryce Butler is looking sharp and he continues to look sharp, this is going to be a nasty situation at the wide receiver position. This is going to be a nasty situation at the wide receiver position if Bryce Butler comes into form. Think about it. He played very solid for us last year. I told y'all he ain't going to jump out the gym, but he going to do his job. And every time they targeted this man, he completed that ball. And I told y'all he's a workhorse, and that's the type of people that O'Shea and those guys want, workhorses that aren't going to make mistakes. I'll take somebody who's going to catch the ball at a high clip, do what they're supposed to do, and discipline over speed any day. Remember I said that? Remember I said that when y'all sitting there questioning, and when y'all questioning, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but when y'all questioning the final cuts, and you see Bryce Butler name on the roster and somebody who you would have never guessed not on the roster, y'all remember I said that. Not likely just looking at our receiving core, but remember I said that. This is real competition in camp. Ain't nobody safe. Oh my gosh, look at Jakeem Grant. He ain't safe. Oh my gosh, Albert Wilson coming back on fire. He ain't safe. Only one receiver on that roster safe, and that's Kenny Stills. If he don't get traded. And that might be incentive to trade Kenny Stills for a good asset if all the rest of those guys are balling out. Y'all better, man, see, y'all just have your hometown favorites. No, we ain't going to trade Kenny. No, don't say that out of fanhood. Say we shouldn't trade Kenny out of fanhood, but don't say we ain't going to. If all these guys step up and they balling out and it's hard on these coaches, y'all get out of here. They'll trade Kenny to a contender like that. You might get your opposite corner. You might get some, you don't know what, you might get your right guard for Kenny Stills that you want, that you need. Y'all better keep it. Y'all better listen. Stop thinking as a fan. Over here, we educate. Stop thinking as a fan. We doing this in terms of GM. What's smart for the team? We know Kenny has been the most reliable and great. But if these other guys turn it up and start balling out, trust me, Flores and those guys, they want big body receivers that are smart, who can catch the ball, and, man, watch out for it. If Bryce Butler stays sharp and he's looking good, at that salary, you're dumping $11 million for less than $1 million or something like that, or something, $1.5 million. Y'all better wake up. You better wake up. Keep thinking it's a game, boy. And I don't know, man. I've been getting a little Jalen Ramsey fever lately. I wasn't even a fan of it in the past, but something's making. Oh my gosh, I'm going off topic, and I'm gonna talk about this later. But listen, guys. We're building this team from the defense to the offense, not the offense to the defense, okay? Understand that. This is going to be a defensive powerhouse before it's an offensive powerhouse. Understand that. And literally, they can bring in 1 or 2 players on defense, and trust me. Listen, they say we're going to win 3 games, right? If we traded for a Jalen Ramsey right now, do you know Vegas will go crazy and everybody will shift? They might be. How you go from winning 3 games to, I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but it'll be close. That's what they'll be saying. Xavier Howard on one side. Oh, my God. Ramsey on another. Minka in the nickel. Rashad at the safety. And McCain at the other safety, if not McDonald. Come on. And I ain't even talk about linebackers or trenches. Just the secondary alone will have them add 2 to 3 more wins. Oh, my God. We building this team from the defense on. Just remember that. Let me get back on topic, man, because I got some videos later. We're going to talk about some of that stuff, man. We're going to talk about some of that later, man. Let me see. I'm going to skip the Brian Flores stuff because I was going to talk about his sound bites in another video later because he had a lot of interesting things to say and made me excited. Look at them Dolphin fans. I'm looking at stuff right here on the computer, and these Dolphin fans are out there for practice, man. Albert Wilson went to the sideline because individuals were done. He is limited to only individuals. And it is a nice crowd out there for the first day of Dolphins training camp. You got a nice crowd when they say your team gonna win 3 games. Stand up, Miami. Stand up, baby. All right, baby. Jesse Davis is at right tackle, where he played every snap last season. Newcomer Jordan Mills is at right tackle to start training camp today. So that's going to be interesting. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Jesse Davis is at right guard. Y'all forgive me. So Mills, Jesse Davis are going to be on the right side. All right. Let's see here. Let me give y'all some more updates from practice with some of the stuff that went down today. One moment, guys. I got to send my address for these tickets. Thanks for y'all patience, man. Just got to get these Buccaneer tickets for the preseason game. All right, that's done. All right, let me see. If you come out to practice, pay attention to Ryan Fitzpatrick's ball placement. 40% of his throws are put in spots only his target can catch. It's really amazing to watch. Great news. Fitzpatrick already balling, by the way. I'll jump ahead and tell y'all that now. Fitzpatrick has already been wowing people at practice. Tight end Mike Gesicki with a nice catch over DB Bobby McCain in the end zone. Fitzpatrick with the throw. Y'all see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? There's a lot in that tweet from Safid Dean. There's a lot in that tweet. First of all, it proves what I was telling y'all about Bobby McCain. He will be better fit at the safety. On this one, he was at the DB position, defensive back. He's better off at the safety. Why? Because tight end Mike Gesicki with the nice catch over Bobby McCain. You see what I mean? He's better off in the safety coming help side and things like that, but not man-to-man against these bigger guys. Gesicki caught the ball over him. Easy. End zone. Touchdown. You're going to see a lot of that this year. Oh, Gesicki and Fitzpatrick connection. Oh, man. Fitz throwing touchdowns. Throwing touchdowns against a good secondary. People can't sleep on that. Whatever we do in the air against this secondary, unless it's in the middle of the field, we already know. If we doing something on offense, that's eye-opening because our defensive backfield is legit. All right? All right, wide receiver Jakeem Grant with the one-handed grab in the end zone and stares down cornerback Jalen Davis before shaking hands after the play. Crowd like that one. Oh, my God. Hey, Grant back, baby. Grant is back. Jakeem Grant is back. He is back. One-handed grab in the end zone. Now, mind you, it's on Jalen Davis, the newly signed corner, who I told y'all, I'll make a video on those guys when they show me something that'll tell us they're going to make the team. Otherwise, I ain't wasting my time. Why should I? Come on, let's get real, y'all. You know what I mean? Come on, man. But one-handed grab by Jakeem Grant, shout out to him. That was beautiful. But, again, show me something else, Jakeem. Let me see you do something like that on Howard. Let me see you do something like that on Minka. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on those tweets, you know? And then, but at the end of the day, that's the beauty of having so many weapons. Your slot receiver is probably going to abuse whoever. I mean, these guys you're going to have a matchup somewhere on the field where you're with all the receiver talent we got, you got a matchup on the field that's going to abuse somebody at any given time. Somebody's getting abused. Now the quarterbacks can say, yeah, I know. Look at all these receivers. Their best corner is on him. Their good corner is on him. Oh, he's not good. And every receiver I got is a weapon. So they got options. They can hot route people. They can change their route just to take advantage of the defense. We got receivers, man. I don't care what nobody say. All that hate need to stop. All right, Mike Gesicki made a one-handed catch during the one-on-one goal line drill. I actually saw that on replay. Ryan Fitzpatrick puts the ball in spots only his receivers can catch. Fitzpatrick throws made the little kids cheer about 3 times. Man, Fitzpatrick love the kids. He got the kids going crazy out there. I actually saw that one. He placed that ball perfectly on the left side in the end zone. And Gesicki came down with it. Beautiful. But it was one-on-one drills. But in real life, that don't matter if it's one-on-one drills because in the red zone, you throwing a fade back to one-on-one anyway. There ain't no such thing as double team in the red zone throwing a fade. Not unless they got the double team guarding for the slant, but that's beautiful work. But my biggest thing is, how is this going to look when the defensive line start putting pressure on the quarterback? How is the O-line going to hold up? That's what I want to see. That's what I am waiting on. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. All right, so right now it looks like they're running a 4-3 because Jonathan Woodard, Devon Gottschall, Kristen Wilkins, and Charles Harris are the starting D linemen today. Those are your 4 D linemen, y'all. And I don't think that's bad. You got Christian Wilkins up in there. You got Charles Harris at the end. You got Gottschall in the middle. I like that. And Jonathan Woodard sitting there on the outside. I like that. I like it. Nice catch from Devontae Parker for a first down during 11 on 11s. Fitzpatrick on the throw. And this is what I'm talking about. 11 on 11s. That means we got pressure coming at the quarterback. And Devontae Parker picking up first downs, baby. Everybody rooting for you this year, kid. This is his year. You heard it here first. Taylor over Gottschall. Well, that ain't what they starting out with. Again, this is the beginning. This is day one. Things can change. Things can change. But we shall see. And yes, Harris is a beast. I already know. That's why I say I like it. Hold on, let me see. Where am I? That's why I say I love it. I love the D-line start out. But I ain't heard nothing about no linebackers yet. And y'all know how TD feel about the linebackers. I am not impressed. And we need better play if we're going to do something special at the linebacker position. Ain't heard nothing yet. All right. If they're splitting first-team reps, it's Ryan Fitzy getting them first ahead of Josh Rosen. Well, that's a given. We know Fitzpatrick is leading the way right now. And it's going to take some time for our boy Rosen to jump ahead if he can. Let me see. Okay. I think what they're sending me is 2019 stadium scrimmage. TD Funeral Summer Party. This is the Dolphins scrimmage, not Bucks. Still working on Bucks game. Oh, cool. We got 4 tickets to the Dolphins scrimmage. Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. All right, Bree. I see you, man. Keep on doing your boy a favor, man. Keep on working for me. Get me in the building, baby. Woo! All right, here we go. Nice sideline catch from Clive Walford on a throw from Drake Rudolph. But anyway, hey, it looked like we getting some tweets about the third team. Clive Walford and Jake Rudolph, they connecting. Third team action. We'll see if that keeps going and if they can get it over. 4 tickets, TD. Come on now. All right. A blitz from Terrell Hanks made the pockets collapse on Jake Rudick's final snap, third team, on 11-11's, the first series. Rudick evaded the sack, but the ball was thrown at his target feet. Well, ain't much to say about that. That's like wasted breath. I mean, if anybody, and I ain't trying to even down the kid, but at the end of the day, if we think that he's going to eclipse into the number 2 spot with the 2 that we have on the roster, come on, let's keep it 100. All right. Jakeem Grant, Kenyon Drake, and Trenton Irwin are catching punts. Jakeem Grant, Kenyon Drake, and Trenton Irwin catching punts. I don't think that's news there. It should be that way. I'm surprised Albert Wilson don't catch some at times. Hey, Tad, I'm back. I think you meant TD. I got you, Envia. Shout out to everybody who's here right now. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in the room. Well, how many does he need, Rip? The QB competition is not fair. Rosen not getting no first team looks. It doesn't matter. Look good in second team to earn them. That's how it is. I mean, anyway, let me keep going, all right? Albert Wilson has gone from core work to boxing during his on the side. Oh, there ain't no news. Miami coaches are limiting him today. All right. Devontae Parker beats Eric Rowe for a touchdown during 7-on-7 red zone. Again, the ball is put in a spot only he can catch by Fitzpatrick. Eric Rowe getting burnt by Devontae Parker. I don't know what to look. I don't know how to gauge that because I'm telling you, Devontae Parker finna be a beast this year. So I don't know if they and plus they keep on recognizing the fact that Fitzpatrick is putting the ball where only the receiver can get it. So what much more can Eric Rowe do? But Eric Rowe, we need some big plays. Now we need you to hold down that other spot. If not, it's like, oh man, we got to get somebody to hold it down. Or if he ends up being the starter, how confident can we feel about it? So we'll see. But hey, one thing I've heard in OTAs, and people say, oh, it's OTAs, wait to training camp to see if he do it. Hey, he doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. But here's the next tweet. Devontae Parker with the touchdown catch on the back shoulder throw. Now with 2 nice catches in first practice. Man. Come on, man. Come on. All right, Jamal Wilkes broke up a pass during a 7-on-7 red zone work. That's cool. Nice. I want to see your name more, Jamal. Bryce Butler with the nice sideline catch for a 7-on-7 touchdown from Josh Rosen. Okay. Hey, Rosen with the second unit on 7-on-7 throwing touchdowns with Bryce Butler. Now, the only sad thing is that's making Bryce Butler look better than it's making Rosen. Because Bryce Butler is the guy that they already talk about, hey, he looks sharp. Now he get catching touchdowns. I told y'all about Bryce Butler. Y'all better watch out, man. He was never a major name with the Cowboys, but he was reliable. He was reliable. And I told y'all this last year when he came to the team that this isn't a bad signing. It's not like you got an Odell, but you got a guy that you're not going to complain about. You're not going to complain. You're not going to say, man, they need to cut Bryce Butler, man. No, you're not going to say that. You're going to forget he's on the roster just like we forget Kenny Stills, even though we don't forget him, but we don't talk about him much because they just do their job and do it well, but not to a fact that we're just, like an Albert Wilson because the way they do it. Y'all better watch out for him. I'm going to keep on saying it. All right, here we go. Josh Rosen with an interception. Man, Josh Rosen with an interception. The upside to it is he's learning his limits in practice. Ain't no upside to that. Going for it. Downside, Fitzpatrick didn't do that. David Hyde, nice tweet and nicely put. Rosen with the interception. Upside, he's learning his limits in practice, going for it. I ain't like that part. But downside, Fitzpatrick didn't do it. I already told y'all. Fitzpatrick might start the whole year. Y'all heard me say it. Some of y'all, they need to just start Rosen. They tripping. I already told y'all. Fitzpatrick is going to start. And he might play the whole year. The only way that Fitzpatrick ain't playing this whole year is if he does it to himself. I already told y'all that. Rosen is way better than Fitz. That's fine, but it don't look like it, Pete. He ain't proving it, Pete. I'll go out on a limb and say, okay, Rosen is better than Fitzpatrick, but can you show it? Can you prove it? Just saying. Montre Hardage picks off Rosen in the end zone on a 7-7. Red zone work. That was the same play. So that was Montre Hardage. And good for Montre, but I don't know if he gets much credibility for it because as it's been standing, it's Rosen. Now, if Rosen plays better and better and better, it makes Montre look better. It's a stop. Right now, everybody looking at their stop. All right? All right, here we go. Josh Rosen gets first snap of second series of 11 on 11. So he went to starters. He rifles out a compilation to Preston Williams. Okay. All right. Is this about to be the Rosen show? We're going to have some tweets on Rosen. Let's see what he's doing. Mark Walton and Josh Rosen mishandle the handoff, and ball is on the ground. Rosen and Walton runs to the TNT wall. Takes no talent. Man, they put him with the first unit. He rifles out a compilation to Preston Williams. Basically, I guess he's calling audibles. And they fumble the snap. All right. Let's keep it moving. Hopefully we get a bright side to this for him. During goal line work, Josh Rosen throws a short pass to Reese Horn, who jogs into the end zone. Nice for Reese Horn. He jogged into the end zone, so it looked like it might have been something that was wide open. We shall see. Preston first unit. Now, hey, this training camp. You're gonna run with your unit, but there's times, hey, get in and do these first unit reps. It happens. It happens. Or it might just be the second unit and they saying this is first work at it. All right, here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick with an easy touchdown to Kenny Stills in his first red zone 11 on 11 throw. Jamal Wiltz on the loose coverage. Kenny Stills, Fitzpatrick. The crazy thing is Fitzpatrick is hitting everybody. We've heard his name with almost everybody. With almost everybody, man. Yeah, that last tweet, Rosen was probably second unit, just his first shot at it. Here we go again. Ryan Fitzpatrick, second red zone 11 on 11 throw is a 5-yard touchdown to Kalen Ballage on the check down. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh, man. First of all, this man done threw two red zone passes in training camp, and both of them touchdowns. One to Kenny Stills, and the other one to Kalen Ballage. This is the second play. This is the second play of 11 on 11 red zone with the first unit. What is Kalen Ballage doing on the field? Be quiet, TD. Be quiet. Don't get people started. But I'm just curious. What is Kalen Ballage doing on the field with the first unit on the second pass, second play? And it was a dump down. He came out of the backfield. He hit him as a safety valve, and he must have put some work in and got in. Hey, Rip said you did call it TD Kalen Ballage. I'm not saying that. We might see 10 touchdowns by Drake right after this on first unit. I don't know. I'm just saying that actually shocked me. I thought he'd be over there with Rosen right now. That shocked me a little. It shocked me. You know, maybe I'm overreacting because it is early. Kenny Steele roasts Jamal Wiltz on the second touchdown from Ryan Fitzpatrick on a year teardrop pass. Oh my gosh, another one from Kenny. Folks, this ain't my words. These are Omar Kelly's words. Folks, there is no competition. You're watching a boy versus a grown man every single day. And he's talking about Fitzpatrick and Rosen. But that don't mean Rosen can't grow up to be a grown man. Okay? That doesn't mean that. I'm just saying, okay? But it's what it is right now, man. This is very insightful, man. Trey Watson knocked down a pass from Drake Rudder, up 13. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all want to hear all the action. I'm going to read it, but I don't even get into analysis of the third team. Earn your way up, and then we'll start talking about it. Brian Flores said, let me see. Let me keep going. All right, here we go. 34 minutes ago, I believe, Josh Rosen's running to the wall again. I have no clue what he did this time. Rough day for New Bay. He running to the wall again, y'all. They don't know what he did to well, here it is. Josh Rosen running to the TNT wall, which signifies to each player it takes no talent to not make a mistake. Didn't see the mistake. Just saw him running off towards it. Man, rough day already, man. Let's see. Josh Rosen is doing a lot of standing around. Ryan Fitzpatrick is working with the first team in 11 on against the defense before practice concludes today. It's almost like they just sat Rosen on the bench right now and said, come on, Fitzpatrick, let's get this work in. And that ain't me. For all y'all who love Rosen, it ain't me saying it. I'm just reporting. This is what's coming out. He's doing a lot of standing around. He just ain't having a great day. Maybe it's the first day, jitters are in. He came over excited, and tomorrow will be better. We shall see. Ryan Fitzpatrick with the red zone touchdown pass to Isaiah Ford on his first throw. He really does make it look easy. He throwing touchdown passes to Isaiah Ford? Here we go. Josh Rosen now in the mix at QB. And just threw a TD to tight end Nick O'Leary. Hey, maybe he had to sit for a little. He back in the game. Now another one. Josh Rosen. This is the same one. Josh Rosen with the nice thread of the needle to Nick O'Leary for a touchdown in the end zone during red zone 11 on 11s. Okay. He's a leader for sure, says Laramie Tunsil on Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think that was it. I think the players are now talking about each other. It's been a long time since I've been able to do what I want to do. It's a blessing, says Albert Wilson. It's nothing I'm rushing to do. I trust the plan they have for me. And that's Albert Wilson on his rehab. It's no slacking over there because Coach Flo is O-line. Devon Gottschall. Woo! Which QB stays longer to sign autographs? Everything's a competition. Yes, Fitzpatrick and Rosen are both still signing. This is heating up. These boys at the practice competing. Hey, he ain't go in yet. Who else need one? Oh, man, all the outside noise, we tune it out. Put our heads down and work. Rashad Jones addressing the low expectation. He's coming from a winning program, so he knows how it's supposed to look. That's what you want to hear from Rashad at this point. With all the negativity surrounding his name, that's what I'm talking about. That's a humble statement, acknowledging he's coming from a winning franchise. He knows how it's supposed to be done. So that shows Rashad Jones probably wants to get back into that leadership because he's showing how to follow. And he's following Flores. I love it, man. Man, Rosen has thrown in the towel. Fitzpatrick outlasted him signing autographs after first practice. Man, this is going to be crazy in training camp. They're going to stay on that. And it's unfair to the kid because it's too much pressure for him, man. They even got the man competing in how long he stayed assigned, all the crap. Oh, my gosh. Man, this heat is tough to practice in, but it's got to be an advantage for us. Ryan Fitzpatrick, baby. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to be biased, but he's starting to feel more and more like my quarterback. I'm just saying. Oh, man, I'm just trying to be the best version of me I can be. Knowing who I am as a player and working on my deficiencies. God doggy. I told y'all. You see, and he's focused on working on his deficiencies. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he acknowledges it himself. I told y'all, Ryan Fitzpatrick of the past is still good enough. But if he can work to make less mistakes and become a better quarterback, y'all act like this man was done developing. Sometimes it's the coach that you have. Sometimes it's the freaking coach you have, man. Man, y'all better wake up. Y'all, we might have listen, I know the man is a little older. Hold on. I know the man is a little bit older, but let me say this, man. Hold on, I gotta pull something up real quick. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get his exact age. Okay, he was born November of 82. 36. 36. Quarterbacks can last in their 40s, man. I'm just saying. I mean, you wouldn't want that. But I would not be surprised, y'all, if Fitzpatrick plays his behind off and we don't have this man on our roster for the next 4 years and save money and have the trenches and have Rosen learning the entire time and developing into the guy if he ends up being the guy. Y'all, you can't rule none of this stuff out. You tank for Tua and all this and that. You don't even know if we're gonna draft Tua next year. He could be on the board and y'all will be mad again when the Dolphins select the offensive lineman or defensive lineman, another one, or the best linebacker. Y'all will be mad. But I'm telling y'all better watch. You better watch, man. Rosen is smarter, B. Okay. Can you add some to act like it, Pete? No one talks about how smart Fitz he is. He's an Ivy League guy. That's true. That's true. But Pete, can you tell Rosen to act like he's smarter? No, if Rosen don't get it this year, we draft. That's not true. It's true, but not the way that y'all probably thinking. It don't mean we drafted in the first round. I keep on telling y'all that and y'all won't listen. I told y'all that before this draft. I said, don't be surprised if we don't draft the QB in the first round and we go trenches. Everybody that been on my channel for a long time know I said that. I said we might actually go trenches before we go quarterback, and we need one if we don't keep Tannehill. I told y'all that. And what do we end up doing? Going trenches. Flores and them ain't I promise y'all, they don't believe in the first round quarterback no more. I promise y'all. Because it's too much of a valued position to waste on a position that has the least guarantee of success. Do y'all know that? Drafting a quarterback in the first round has the least probability of success for all first rounders. Like out of every 30 first round quarterbacks, 2 of them end up being legit long-term great NFL careers. But defensive linemen, out of 30, about 10 of them end up having good careers. First round. Offensive line, out of 30 of them, about 10 of them have. You see the odds there? Why would you play against the odds and waste a first round pick on something you got what's 2 out of 30? You see my point here? You got a 7% chance on hitting the guy. Do y'all hear yourself? You got a 7% chance of we got it right. 7%. You draft a quarterback. I don't care how good they were in college either. Y'all know how many college Heisman's, and that's what's even crazier. Heisman quarterbacks don't even end up good in the NFL. Most Heisman quarterbacks end up washes, busts. You got a 7% chance of a first-round quarterback being your guy. You think these coaches ain't finna draft a 30% chance lineman? Y'all done lost y'all mind. Y'all done lost y'all mind. And the saddest part about it is a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round quarterback has just as high of a chance. If you look at history, just as high of a chance as the first round. It's just the first round players have played longer to try to prove it more because the money was tied up. Look at Arizona. They got rid of Rosen after 1 year. They didn't care about the money situation. Trust me. Y'all keep on trying to, what's up, Irvin? Hey, Irvin, you are the first one. Shout out to you for that. You are the first one to use the new sticker option, man. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I'm ever seeing it. They have it where if you do a super chat now, you can pick a sticker and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see one. You are the first one. Appreciate you, man. But guys, this is real talk. Stop with the quarterback crap about first round. Do you know that odds are you're going to miss? We've had 20 quarterbacks in 20 years. We keep missing. Other teams keep missing. And y'all just keep on wanting to go after whoever the media say the next big name is. You want to go after them. Tank for Tua. Y'all be looking up 5 years from now and Tua be a bust. Not saying he will, but this is my point. The man end up a bust. And then y'all be like, oh, tank for John Doe, whoever the next person in the media trying to pump on you. Come on, man. Y'all better start understanding these numbers. Y'all better understand these numbers. And let me tell you another thing. No franchise in the NFL believes in the first round quarterback anymore in the top 5 picks. They don't. You know why they draft them? Because they suck so bad, they need to energize their fan base to sell tickets so they get the guy that the media pump because everybody's behind and they got to start going to buy the jerseys. They start piling into the stands for the new season to see their new toy. And then when it don't work out, it starts dying down again until the fray comes again of, oh, Tua's there, go get him now. Then they go get their next guy, make more money. Some of these teams literally like, hey, man, we so bad and behind. We just got to make the money right now. Go draft the first round guy. I know that guy, that defensive lineman right there would be better for our team, but draft the number 1 overall first quarterback. I know that this is a better route to go right now, but just get our guy. And then you also don't realize you go get a first round pick with the sorry team, which makes your first round pick not look as good. Tell me when you ever seen an elite first round quarterback on a sorry team and people keep saying, oh man, this guy is the best thing ever. Oh, they need to re-sign him. Tell me when you seen that. Because the first round quarterback also gets the blame. When you bring in a first round quarterback and your offensive line is trash, your quarterback gonna take most of the heat. Not the O-line. You're gonna acknowledge the O-line, but your quarterback gonna take most of the heat. Some of these guys that's not even in the league anymore are better than we thought they were. It's just we never got a chance because of the situation that they went in. The situation they went in. Andrew Luck. And you are so right. The help is legit because he actually named one person. Jared Goff, stop. No. Jared Goff got a team around him. And Andrew Luck had a defense, by the way. The only thing Andrew Luck ain't have is an offensive line. He had receivers and he had a defense. But I'll accept the Andrew Luck one. But what did they end up doing when they kept getting him beat up? They took their next 3 years of drafting offensive linemen in the first round. They addressed the issue. They addressed the issue. And I ain't getting on Tannehill and all that, but Lord knows I wish they would have did that with Tannehill. Who knows? Let me stop before I get y'all started. But anyway, man, let's get back to some of these tweets before we end this video. See here. I'm just trying to be the best version. I already said, okay, he sucked. He's such a steady guy. Ryan Fitzpatrick said about Laramie Tunsil. He's a guy that gives me confidence when I see him in the huddle. Whoo, that camaraderie building, baby. Top performers for day one, according to Omar Kelly of Dolphins training camp. Kenny Stills, number 1, 8 all day. Number 2, Ryan Fitzpatrick, money in the red zone, no wasted throws. And we are one of the worst red zone teams ever. Stop with the Mahomes. They sat the man on the bench and let him develop. And he's coming into the best situation in the NFL. Him and Dak Prescott have the best situations for young quarterbacks in the NFL. Great offensive line, great weapons, and great defenses. Stop talking about Mahomes. Get out of here with that one, man. Trubisky, they got a good defense, and they got a good O-line. Trubisky actually the one that be messing up. Number 3, Monte Hardage, red zone interception. So, I mean, again, that was against Rosen, but those are your 2-3 top players of the day according to Omar Kelly, Kenny Stills, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Monte Hardage. And I want to see if that kid starts to rise on that depth chart, man. Mostly non-controversial company lines from Dolphins QB Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen today after the first training camp. It's going to be a long season, fam. Yes, it is. Lord, yes, it is. Concrete down. Let me see. Anything else? I believe that was it 6 seconds ago. Let me see if anything else came through, guys. Y'all give me a second. Just want to make sure nothing else came through that's important. All right, so guys, before I get out of here, we have about 9 minutes. I'm going to take 1 or 2 phone calls, and y'all tell me what y'all thought about the breakdown today of training camp, and what's your thoughts about everything that came out of training camp so far today. I'm going to go ahead and put the number in the comment section. Call in. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to keep it quick, no more than 2 minutes per caller, and we'll keep it moving, guys. So, again, the phone number will be below. 3, 2, 1. The phone number is below. So give us a call and let's talk about this, man. We back, baby. We back. Don't say no Cam Newton. He over there. They wondering if they even want to keep him long term. Don't say no Newton. Drew Brees. What are you talking about, man? That's different. He ain't no young quarterback. I said what young quarterback? Okay. Here we go, guys. Thank you for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Who do we have on the line?
Yo, you already know what it is. It's Big Boy Sports News, man.
What's up? What's up, big boy? What's going on, man?
Nothing much. You know, I've just been listening to all this training camp news. I'm just so excited for this team this year. I can't wait to see what Flores brings to our defense. Fitzpatrick is the man. I have to already say that. Josh Rosen is the little boy, and Fitzpatrick is the man on the team.
So how do you think that's going to end up?
I really do think that as training camp goes along, Josh Rosen should be able to sit. We shouldn't throw him into the fire when you have Ryan Fitzpatrick, perfectly good starter that could bring you somewhere over the season.
I've been saying that the entire time, man. What else stood out to you today in camp?
Well, I kind of have like a big thing that I kind of want to talk about with Kenny Stills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you like mentioned this kind of, but with a guy like Alan Hearns being brought in, is that his name?
Yes. I was going to talk about that in another video.
You could sign a guy like that, and we could easily take Kenny Stills. Like, no problems with Kenny Stills. He does a perfect job with us. But I think we could trade him out for a really good draft pick in this upcoming draft and get the same production with less money out of a player.
Ah, man, and the tough thing is I love Kenny so much, so it hurts me to say that you're 100% correct in this regard. The biggest thing is, though, I don't want a draft pick for Kenny Stills. Not unless some crazy team wants to give you a first rounder. I want another player. I want a proven guard or a proven center. Or, I mean, I know we have a center, but he's getting up in age, and we're going to have to invest in that future center. That's why I'm thinking our next year's first round pick might even be a center. But that's neither here nor there. But I would rather a player for Kenny that can really help this team right now. But he's trade bait. He's trade bait.
Yeah. Totally trade bait. And you also have Rashad Jones there that can be trade bait also in the end.
And the thing with Rashad Jones, I think we're going to be on the hook with him no matter what this year anyway because of the price tag. Unless you have a contending team before the trade deadline that looks like they can make a push, a serious push, and make it and do something special that needs help at that position, that's the only way I see a deal like that getting done. Is that they know that they're just one player away and they need to bring in a guy like that. But that's going to be a hard sell. So I see him on the roster this year. Next year, not so much. He would be somewhat a trade bait. But also, I kind of want him on this roster now. With the way our defense is shaping up, I want our defense to be legit. I want us to have every weapon disposable to us because without Rashad Jones, all it takes is one injury. Now you're sitting there like plugging holes, and it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, Rashad Jones just seems like he can't really be a part of the future, really, especially with his contract. His contract is completely ridiculous. And I feel if we try to talk to him about kind of restructuring the contract, may have too big of an ego and won't want to take a pay cut to try to build the defense up more.
Well, you know what changes that? Let me give you a fairy tale example. Now, I say fairy tale, but I think it's possible. But I'm going to say fairy tale to the haters so that they can, accept it. Winning will cure all. Imagine us playing Rashad Jones all that money this year and we do something like go to an AFC championship game. Next year, Dolphins have every bit of leverage to say, you know what, Rashad, we want to keep you here. We just can't at that type of salary. Can we sit down and talk about a 3-year or a 4-year deal where we kind of keep you on the roster for about maybe a $45 million deal for 4 years? Bring them in at about 11 point something each and with his age. It's something that he may actually consider and pull the trigger on because when he becomes a free agent or we cut him, everybody's going to want that asset, but who's going to pay over 14, 15, 16 million for a guy his age?
Yeah.
That's something that we have to consider as well.
No way that we'll pay him that high of a salary. It's got to come down or else he just has to go.
He's holding us hostage for about $21 million this year. That's the cap hit.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and not next year. Believe it or not, it's around the same. But it's not guaranteed. So we're not. We're either going to cut him or we're going to restructure a deal. Now, if we win this year, do well, and he's a big part of that, I wouldn't mind a restructure. But give me your last thoughts on today.
I think it's really showing the foundation of what this new Miami Dolphins team is through Brian Flores, his comments. I just can't wait to see what he does throughout the rest of training camp, coming into preseason. And, so that's what I think about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for calling in and let everybody know who you tuned into.
What's that?
Let everyone know who you're tuned into.
I'm tuning into TD Film Talk.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for your love.
All right.
See you, man. All right. Hey, you heard it there, guys. This guy, he knows what he's talking about. He's spot on. And again, I hate to say it, Fitzpatrick's playing like the man. Thanks for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Who do we have on the line? Oh, got to put it on speaker. Who do we have on the line? Hello. All right, I guess I'll hang up. But if you want to call in, again, the number is 954-324-4661. Again, that's 954-324-4661. The number is in the comment section below. Want to hear what some of you all have to think about this quarterback situation. What do you think about the receiver situation? Thank you for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Who do we have on the line?
TD, this is Don from San Antonio.
What's up, Don? I see you in Texas, man. You going to the Cowboys-Dolphin game?
Baby, I'm trying.
Oh, it disconnected. Yeah, give me a second. I don't want him to call him back. Sorry, guys. Might need to get a better dedicated line.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No problem, bro. No problem. Hey, I understand the excitement about.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what is going on. I gotta forgive me. This is new for me, so I'm figuring it out every day.
That's okay. Can you hear me, bro?
Call in again if you can.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. He got straight talk. You tripping. Obviously, LOL. You said otherwise. Let's go Dolphins. First time text you. He got the Obama phone. Them free ones. We got another caller. I hate that, man. But hey, let's keep it going. Thanks for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Who do we have on the line?
TD, this is Don, man, from San Antonio.
All right. We got you now. You calling from a different number this time?
Yes, I am. I'm calling from the landline, man. Probably my old cell just sitting up there fooling around.
Okay, I thought it was me, but you're good, man. So talk to me, man. What you think?
Hey, TD, first of all, I want y'all to know something. I'm an old school fan. Look here. I followed the Dolphins from 1970. So I'm a little older than probably most of the folks that's here on the line.
You got to see it all.
And look, I watched Greasy. I watched Earl Morrall. I watched Don Strock. I watched Dan Marino. I watched QBs throughout this franchise. What in the world is wrong with having two quarterbacks going at it like Fitzpatrick and Rosen, but allowing the youngster to actually learn? I don't know why everybody's thinking that Rosen came in from a bad team now to the Dolphins, totally immersed in the offense enough so much to whereas he can sit up and unseat a proven veteran like Fitzpatrick. Let him learn the thing. Let him grow. Let him understand. Let him know what the schemes are. And then throw him in there and say, look, it's time for you to either put up or shut up. What say you, TD? I'm willing to be patient. I've been patient now since doggone 1994, the last time the fans even smelled the Super Bowl. So I'm willing to be patient in this regard because now we can do something that the fans hadn't done in so long, and that's to build the trenches. What say you? And I'm going to listen to you on the flip side. God bless, man.
Appreciate you, man. That was a great question. Listen, what says TD? This is simple. First of all, you're spot on. It's the new era, Don. It's the new era. That's all it is. It has something to do with social media and everything. Everybody who comes in the league is an instant star. I mean, it's not just the NFL. Look at the NBA, Lonzo Ball. Just in my opinion, just terrible. But he's an instant star, and everybody thinks he's to be the starting point guard of even the Olympics if they could. No different from Zion Williamson. These guys come in as instant stars. Rosen went to Arizona as an instant star. Do you realize that the day we got Rosen, we picked up over 100,000 new fans in the Miami Dolphins arena? And not just arena, I'm talking about our fan base picked up over 100,000 fans immediately that liked the Dolphins only because of Josh Rosen. So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's more so the bulk of Dolphin fans giving that sentiment. It's the new Dolphin fans that have followed Rosen, who some of them didn't even follow the NFL. They are college fans and they like their guy Rosen, and now they're Dolphin fans and we want them. We'll take them, but it's the new age. They want it to happen instantly, and they want to see him play now. If they see a few beautiful things in college, they want to see it in the NFL, and they don't want anything to hold that back. They don't want anything to stand in the way of that. They just want to see their guy. If they had a chance, Fitzpatrick can break his knee right now, silently inside, they'd be excited. Oh, Rosen time. It's the new age, man. It's the lack of patience. Smartphones and all of that have taken patience out of people's ability to just be patient. I mean, I know that's just a circle, but that's all it's done. Taking people's patience away, and they just want what they want now. And that makes me question those individuals. Are you for the Dolphins or are you for Josh Rosen? Because if you're for the Dolphins, it doesn't take a freaking rocket scientist. It can take, all you need is a Patriot fan, which are the lowest IQs ever, to figure out that get a kid some time. Fitzpatrick is your guy right now. That's what it needs to be. It's just a change in times and people's fanhood wanting their guy. That's all it is. But outside of that, you're spot on, man. I mean, you're spot on about that, but you're spot on. Ain't no question. I mean, training camp can end today. I don't even need to see no more. Fitzpatrick start. I mean, we could start to have some camp where Rosen does a little better and Fitzpatrick makes a few more mistakes. Doesn't matter, because what it's going to do is bring more controversy where it doesn't even belong. And let me repeat that in a different way so y'all understand what I'm saying. If Fitzpatrick comes out tomorrow in camp and is 20% less productive, which is still good, but he might have a pick or fumble a snap and run to the wall, and Rosen comes out and makes no mistakes, they're going to create a controversy behind it, and that's what's going to make this situation worse. That's why I'm going to be honest. My take is, Fitzpatrick, continue to work on your craft and be great. Don't go backwards. Keep doing what you're doing. We do recognize that every quarterback is going to make a mistake here or there, but you cannot sit here and ignore veteran leadership and poise. I'm not even there, and I can read through the tweets the moments where you know Rosen is second guessing himself. And another thing, it already sounds like Rosen is the type of guy who has the arm and everything, but he's a guest quarterback right now at this point in his career, and he needs to develop that. And when I say guess, I know where the man is going to be, and I see the defense they're in. I just got to put it right here on time, and we're good. So he's not worrying about the defensive end who's about to back out in coverage. He's hyped. 1, 2, I know I put it right there, and I'm putting it right there. Oh, but the DN backed out. I didn't know that. Yeah, because you're not reading the play from the beginning. You just already know what you're going to do. And you can't have that if you're going to the next level. That's the next level. You have to simultaneously see that and be able to maybe reset because you see what's happening. You have to be good in your peripheral. So it is what it is, but thanks for calling, Don. Great insight. Hope you call more often, man. I appreciate that one. But yes, man, that's what's happening, man. It's just the new era, man. They want it now. It's that simple, man. Here we go. Thank you for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Which Cowboy lover, Dolphin hater do we have on the line?
Hey, man, TD, this is Breon.
I know who it is. Why do you think I said that?
Look, I'm just calling for legit questions to the chat, man.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are talking about playing Fitz and sitting Rosen.
Uh-huh.
I have no problem with it, right?
Okay.
But wouldn't it make sense also to see what you got in Rosen, and if, you know what I'm saying, he's not cutting the mustard, you start searching for your guy in 2020. So if you don't do that, let's say you play Fitz and then you leave Rosen on the bench, but you don't know what you got in him. Are you truly going to stick with him in hopes that he develops? I'm just trying to understand the rationale
of keeping Rosen on the bench rather than seeing what you got and see what you can get in 2020.
Okay, that's a mentality of the front office and coaching staff question, in my opinion. Let me break it down for you, okay? When you say not knowing what you have in Rosen, I push back on that because, and we don't know what we have, but if we start Fitzpatrick, you're giving the notion that it's going to cause you to not know what you have in Rosen, right?
Right.
And I disagree because you don't have to look at him in a game to know what you have in him. They are evaluating him every single day in practice to determine what they have in him. If he throws a touchdown pass and the receiver drop it, they know they got a guy that just dropped the ball, a nice ball. The receiver messed that up. They are evaluating this guy in practice. I was going to make a video about this later, but let me read something Flores said, okay? I don't have a concrete deadline with Rosen. I think we're in an evaluation process from now and throughout. And this is funny, the verbiage, and I'm going to make a video on this later because I want to dive deeper in it, but it's funny the verbiage he used on the next line. He said, contestants. He started it with the word contestants, Bree. Contestants will be judged by practice and preseason games. You see that?
Okay.
It's more important to get the decision right than to get it done, to make the decision quickly. I'm going to take my time in the evaluation process. Let me give you a timeline for 2020, 2021, 2022, or 2021 at the furthest. The worst case scenario, Bree, we got a third string quarterback on our roster with guaranteed money, Bree. Right. Worst case scenario, we got 3 more years of a third string quarterback. Worst case. And that isn't going to stop us from looking for a quarterback in the future. The big debate these days, and I say it's a debate because nobody talks about it because they don't use the logic I'll use in this. They just think I'm wrong. But they'll see when time will tell them. This regime ain't looking for no quarterbacks in the first round. I am convinced. Don just said it himself. We are finally going to be focusing on the trenches now and in the future. I gave you the statistics earlier. You got a 6% chance of landing your quarterback of the future in the first round. And you got a 33% chance of landing your offensive lineman of the future in the first round. So why are we going to continue to keep looking for the quarterback? Flores made it clear about 2 months ago. Yeah, we're going to draft the quarterback this year and next year. He didn't say we might. He said we will.
Okay.
This year, Rosen took that spot. But where did they get him? Did they get him in the first round, Bree?
Nah.
Who did they bypass in the first round? Who a lot of people say was worthy of being that pick? Haskins.
Right.
So I am trying to tell people, same thing will happen next year, even if Rosen isn't that guy. And then on top of it, I shouldn't use the term, he's not that guy. You give a coach 3 years to work with the guy who's not that guy right now. Sometimes coaches do feel like he's not that guy right now, but he has all the intangibles, and it is my job to make him that guy. And I have 3 years to do it. I don't have the timeline that everybody else is trying to give us. They're trying to give me 1 year. They're trying to say, I need to know if he's that guy this year. I don't have to know he's that guy this year. I need to know if he's that guy in 3 years. And that's not going to stop me from drafting another quarterback next year in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th round.
Okay.
It's not a rush. This franchise is not looking for it to be a rush. It only becomes a rush whenever you have a player like Ryan Fitzpatrick that has a career-ending injury. Trust me, this organization feels like Ryan Fitzpatrick is good enough of a step-in quarterback for the next 2 to 3 years until they figure out who that guy is. And I don't think many would disagree with the term step-in quarterback. So I think that's where it is right now. People are just driving this false narrative about a quarterback because they want their Patrick Mahomes. They have envy of other teams. They see what Patrick Mahomes did, and they want that feeling so bad, but they want to ignore the fact that it wasn't just Patrick Mahomes who did it. It was Patrick Mahomes' offensive line. It was Patrick Mahomes' offensive weapons. It was Patrick Mahomes' defense. They want to make it seem like the quarterback did everything to get them where they are. Now, if you put Patrick Mahomes on the Dolphins last year with all those injuries, do you think they make the run that they made? Still might be better, but do you think they make the run that they made?
No.
That's my point. But people want to ignore those small facts. They just want their quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. And I tell those people, if we got Patrick Mahomes on our roster right now, I think we'll be good because of the defense. But imagine having a Patrick Mahomes that comes up for his contract, and we pay this guy $40 million. Because whenever Patrick Mahomes comes up for his contract, Bree, I don't care what anyone says. If Russell Wilson gets 35 2 years from now, it's going to be a $40 million quarterback contract per year coming out.
I gotcha.
So when you pay him 20% of the salary, the team's salary, you're not going to be able to afford a defense like that. You're not going to be able to afford the best offensive line. That's the same thing happened with Seattle. They gave Russell Wilson $35 million, and what did they do a few days later? They released 2 of their best defensive players because they couldn't afford them. It was 3 of them the reporter asked them about. They said in the perfect world, we'd love to have them all 3, but it's not realistic. A day later, best D lineman gone.
Yeah, that's true.
So people need to be careful what they ask for. All you need is a system guy who isn't going to lose you the game. He doesn't have to be a superstar. All he has to do is be reliable enough not to lose you the game. Like a Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not elite, but he's not going to so much lose you the game if he comes down on the turnovers in critical moments. That's all you need. Build a great defense around that with a good O-line. Listen, you can contend with any team in this league. That's my take on it.
Well, I see your position. It sounds like you're content with the quarterbacks and you want to worry about other positions. So
yeah, because all we're doing is I'm not going to get into playing the celebrity contest. I'm not going to get into playing the celebrity contest. Haskins might be an MVP this year, but he can also come out and look like trash. And then those people who said, oh my gosh, I can't believe we passed up on Haskins, you won't even hear from them. Tua next year can be an MVP, but he can also come out looking like trash in the NFL. And all of those people, same thing. Because let me tell you what the Dolphins have a history of. We'll go out and draft the Tua and can't afford a good O-line for him. He's going to look like trash. We're going to start bashing to the offensive line. And then as we correct the offensive line over the next 3 years, then all of a sudden when we're still not winning because we put money in the O-line and our defense can't stop anybody, we're going to bash the defense. Then we're going to invest in the defense, and the quarterback's not going to be the same after 1 or 2 injuries of getting beat up. Then we're going to start to finally look at the quarterback and say it's the quarterback. When it's none of their faults. It's just the way we manage our money and how much we spend on players. Everybody goes after the celebrity and can care less about how much it costs. Huh?
Because I know you and I, we can go on for a long time on this. I want you to take other people's calls.
Yes, appreciate you.
Topic. And last, before I go, Cowboys, they focus on their line, okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Breon, man, I'm hanging up on you. You trash, man, with the Cowboys. That's my boy, Bree, man. That's one of my best friends, man. He A1, man. A1 day one. But, yeah, man, that's what it is, guys. It is what it is. But real talk, I got to get out of here, y'all. This is TD Fans Talk. I'll come back to y'all later because I got some more stuff I need to talk about with y'all. And it's going to be some good content. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. But I got to go. Got a doctor's appointment for me and the wife, our mid-year checkups and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Love y'all. See y'all later. Peace. Great show, man.